DJI Neo 2, First Use. DJI Neo 2, First Use. DJI Fly app is required to use the aircraft. Scan the QR code on the package to download and install the latest version of DJI Fly. Press down to remove the gimbal protector. Press the power button to activate the aircraft battery and check the battery level. The aircraft comes with an internal storage. When the aircraft is powered off, the USB-C port on the aircraft can be used for charging. Press and hold the power button for 2 seconds to power on the aircraft, motion controller, and goggles. Unfold the antennas. Adjust the headbands on both sides. You can also wear your glasses and then put on the goggles. Rotate the headband adjustment knob on the battery compartment to adjust the length of the headband. When using the goggles for the first time, follow the goggles instructions and learn about the button functions. Use the included USB-C data cable or your own data cable to connect the USB-C port of the goggles to your smartphone. Keep your smartphone connected to the internet. Launch the DJI Fly app. Register or log into a DJI account and then follow the prompts to activate the devices. If you have purchased or intend to purchase DJI Care Refresh, please finish the purchasing and binding within 48 hours of activating the aircraft. If not needed, you can skip it. A prompt will appear on the screen if a firmware update is available. Tap the prompt to enter the update screen. Tap Update to update all devices to the latest firmware version. To ensure your safety and an optimal experience, it is recommended to update your device to the latest firmware version immediately. During the update, it is normal for the devices to automatically restart. Do not power off the devices or exit the DJI Fly app. After the update, the aircraft will automatically power off. Make sure the flight environment is open and unobstructed with sufficient light and the surfaces have discernible patterns. Make sure intelligent flight battery, digital transceiver, propellers, and propeller guards are mounted securely. Place the aircraft on level ground with the rear facing you. Make sure that the GNSS status icon is white before takeoff, and home point updated is prompted in the goggles. Before your first flight, you will be directed to motion controller flight tutorial. You can follow the instructions in the goggles to learn and practice the basic flight operations. During the process, press the back button on the goggles to skip the tutorial. For safety reasons, the aircraft flies in beginner mode during flight tutorial. In beginner mode, the flight speed of the aircraft will be limited. After completing the flight tutorial, you can open the goggles menu and go to Status Beginner Mode to exit beginner mode. Press the lock button twice to start the motors. Then press and hold the button again to make the aircraft take off. The aircraft will ascend to approximately 1.2 meters and hover. Press and hold the lock button when the aircraft is hovering to land it automatically and stop the motors. Press or push the accelerator to fly forward or backward. There are 2 stops when pressing the accelerator. Gently press the accelerator. You will feel noticeable resistance when the accelerator reaches the first stop. Gently press the accelerator to the first stop. You can adjust the orientation by tilting the top of the motion controller to the left or right. Press the accelerator to the second stop to fly in the direction of the circle in the goggles. At this time, tilt the motion controller up or down to ascend or descend at an angle. Tilt the top of the motion controller to the left or right to make turns. Apply more pressure when pressing the accelerator, and the aircraft moves faster. Push the accelerator forward to fly the aircraft in reverse. Release the accelerator, and the aircraft will hover. At this time, Tilting the top of the motion controller to the left or right cannot adjust the orientation, but tilting up and down can still control the gimbal tilt. You can also press the lock button to brake and hover in place. At this time, tilting the motion controller cannot control the orientation or the gimbal tilt. But you can use the AR cursor to change settings in the goggles. Press the lock button again to resume flight control. Move the joystick up or down to ascend or descend. Move it left or right to move left or right horizontally. You can operate the accelerator and the joystick simultaneously to control the flight attitude. The motion controller has two modes: normal mode and sport mode. Normal mode is selected by default. After taking off, press the mode button to switch flight modes. While flying in sport mode, the flight speed will be faster. The operation logic of the motion controller remains the same in sport mode as it is in normal mode. Press the shutter record button to take a photo or to start or stop recording. Press and hold to switch between photo and video mode. Press and hold the mode button on the motion controller to initiate RTH. The aircraft will fly back to the home point and land. Pressing the lock button once will cancel RTH. After exiting RTH, users will regain control of the aircraft. Press, and then press and hold the power button for 2 seconds to power off the aircraft, goggles, and motion controller. Check and clear any foreign objects from the aircraft body and sensors to prevent blockage. Attach the gimbal protector. When storing the aircraft, avoid applying prolonged pressure to the antennas on the digital transceiver to prevent deformation.